Welcome to the People's Glorious Supermarket here in St. Joseph County, where everything is free, mostly because there is nothing left to buy. Our three comrades enter with confidence, optimism, and an empty shopping cart. They were promised equality, abundance, and affordable groceries for everyone. And technically, everyone now has the exact same amount of groceries, none. They walk proudly past row after row of empty shelves beneath bright posters celebrating record production and historic prosperity. The government insists this is not a shortage. It is a successful reduction in consumer inequality. Under the old system, some people could afford steak, while others bought hamburger. Under the new system, nobody can find either one. Progress. Food has been declared a human right, but food itself has been postponed until further notice. The government began by placing strict price controls on groceries, because when food becomes expensive, the obvious solution is to make selling it unprofitable. Farmers produce less, truckers stopped delivering, store owners closed. Fortunately, the Ministry of Plenty printed new signs explaining that production had exceeded expectations. The trio reaches an empty dairy case labeled record dairy production. There is no milk. The lack of milk is not treated as evidence of failure. It is treated as misinformation. Energy was also declared too important to be controlled by markets, so the government discouraged drilling, restricted production, closed reliable power plants, and promised everyone an exciting future powered entirely by sunshine, slogans, and one extension cord. The store lights flicker. Then they go out. The blackout is presented as proof that the energy transition is working. Electricity bills double, but officials insist citizens are not paying more for energy. They are investing in compulsory climate solidarity. The trio continues to an empty produce section. One wilted cabbage sits beneath a spotlight. Its official price is $2. Unfortunately, it is not available. A second cabbage can be purchased behind the store for $400 and a pair of shoes. Inflation is soon eliminated by making it illegal to report inflation. The Consumer Price Index is replaced with the People's Happiness Index. Prices rise 40%. Happiness rises 73%. Failure to feel happier becomes a misdemeanor. Next comes the housing kiosk, where large signs promise free housing for all. Every citizen is entitled to a free home. The only problem is that the waiting list is 27 years long. Applicants are offered a complimentary cardboard box while they wait. Private construction has slowed because rents are capped below the cost of maintaining buildings. Landlords stop repairing apartments. Developers stop building them. Eventually, the government solves the housing shortage by redefining a bus shelter as a studio apartment. The trio continues through the store with one potato in the cart. Critics say central planning has failed everywhere it has been tried. The official response is always the same. It has never been attempted by people this intelligent, this compassionate, or this committed. This time will be different. The first 5-year plan failed because of greedy businesses. The second failed because of foreign interference. The third failed because of bad weather. The fourth failed because citizens lacked revolutionary enthusiasm. And the fifth plan is already being announced. This time will be different. At the checkout, the trio finally finds one loaf of bread. The price is $186. The bread itself is free. The remaining cost comes from the agriculture recovery fee, the transportation solidarity assessment, the carbon adjustment, the worker empowerment surcharge, the universal housing contribution, and the temporary emergency bread tax. The temporary tax was introduced in 1974. The trio looks around the empty store, while officials reassure everyone that once the government controls the farms, factories, stores, wages, housing, transportation, energy, prices, information, and thermostats, everything will finally work. The lights go out again. An announcement informs citizens that the supermarket is now closed due to unprecedented prosperity. Shoppers are told to return next month for their assigned beat. The trio walks proudly into the darkness with an empty cart. Central planning, because nothing says compassion like standing in line for 6 hours to discover that the line has run out of food. But keep smiling, this time will be different.